things going live. That was the setup for the green screen. So wasn't trying to do a green screen. Welcome to the room though. Appreciate everybody being here. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're gonna get started really shortly. Appreciate the support. Come on in. We're gonna answer questions for you as you all prepare to go live. And you are building community. So let me know if you guys have any questions. This is my 4 o'clock live. Trying to come on a little earlier, but I am here. So I appreciate the support. Hello, friend. How you doing? Nolan, welcome to the room. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, friends? Thank you so much for saying hello. How is everything going? Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you jumping on in, saying hello in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets. We're going to talk over there and connect, friends. This is my 4 o'clock live, so feel free to give me a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I am talking all things going live here, so I'm teaching you how to go live with confidence and ease. Feel free to ask questions, engage so that you can build your community. And then let me know if you have questions also. I'm here for it. So I want to make sure I'm helping you all learn and grow. So feel free to come in. We're going to get started in just a little bit. So I am talking all things going live. We're going to talk about it as well. I want to make sure you guys are getting what you need. So feel free to ask those questions. And then we're going to go live onto TikTok. You guys know I always go live over there. And so feel free to come in, engage, do the likes, comments. And that way you have, you are ready to go live as well. So you know how it is to be a viewer and do that engagement. And so when you go live, you can teach your viewers how to engage. And so that's what we talk about. We talk about making sure you are a good viewer. So in turn, your viewers can also engage. How you doing, friends? Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I appreciate the support. That's what it's all about, friends. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate that support. So let's get started. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets. I got to get off earlier because we are... How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you, friend. We are going to go and do our agency meeting. I'm a creator network agency. I help live hosts go live on TikTok primarily so that they can then use this platform to build their business, their community, and also learn and earn. And so I teach how to go live. So feel free to ask questions about the live streaming process. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that thumbs up at the top so you can give me a thumbs up. Also click the subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I go live twice a day, 10 p.m. and 4 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. I am in Florida, so I go live in Florida. And because someone's going to ask me, where am I from? I'm from Florida. I'm in Florida. I'm from Chicago originally. But let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm setting up my screen so that I can have it ready to go for when I go live on the TikTok street. So we co-host here. So I co-stream rather. So I co-stream here and both on YouTube and TikTok. And so I'm going to go over onto the TikTok side in just a few moments. And then we're going to get talking about all things going live. You guys are going to hear me say the keywords that help the algorithm know who I am and what this live is all about, who I'm talking to. And so feel free to come in, ask questions about live streaming. Let me know if you have questions as well beyond subscribing. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to come in as well. I want to make sure we are engaging properly. You don't want to do the subscriber to subscriber train. That's fake engagement, and YouTube frowns on that. So just know that that's how that works. But let me know if you have questions about live streaming. So we're going to get started. Setting up my phone, trying to make sure I can engage, friends. Thank you so much for being here. TikTok live streaming tips for new live hosts. New creators, come in, learn how to earn money online. Come in, ask your questions, how to go live with confidence and ease, how to earn, how to monetize your live stream. Come in, ask questions about how to monetize your live. So we are talking live streaming tips, how to go live. Hello, friends. How to go live with confidence and ease. Welcome to the room. We are talking about how to go live on TikTok. Let me know if you have questions. Hey, Linda. Welcome to the room. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you, friend. So we're talking about how to monetize your live stream. So I'm going to give you some information on how to go live and monetize. We're talking about learning and earning. So if you are new to my room, feel free to come in. Go ahead and click the follow if you are new, and then you can click that bell. I'm sorry, the join to join my fan club. Hey, Linda, thank you so much for joining the fan club. Vanessa, welcome to the room as well. Appreciate you as well, friend. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. I appreciate the support on the YT. You know, I co-stream on 2 platforms. So I'm in 2 different places at one time. So we are talking all things going live. If you are new to my room and have not been here before and you're curious about how this all works, I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to support you in your life journey. So just let me know if you have any questions. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome to the room. Appreciate you chiming in, my friend. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have any questions as well. So we got a small group. We're gonna see how this goes. It looks as if we might be a little sluggish when it comes to going live and then also getting engagement. So we might be a little sluggish with hey friend, hey, the idea barista. Thank you so much, pals. We might be a little sluggish already because I'm seeing my taps come in kind of slow. So I think it's kind of slow on this side. So we'll see what's happening. Shambo, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for joining. We're 2 minutes in. We have 1.2K likes. Thank you for liking or reposting the live stream. We do normally share it out. We repost, we add to stories. Antisocial, welcome to the room. And then we do what's called a power share. So you can press down on the middle of the screen and do a power share as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for coming over here too, friend. Thank you all for sharing out the live. I appreciate the support. And so we're going to see how this goes with this live. You know, the live has been interesting because sometimes it's been slow to warm up and then sometimes it's like ready to go. I'm new. Let me, thank you, friend. I appreciate you supporting the live stream. Thank you so much. Where are you from, friend? Your bio is in another language. What language is that? Is that French? Let me know what that is. Hey, Porch Chocolate Pamela. Welcome to the room, friend. Pittsburgh, PA. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Soda, welcome to the room. Ambrose, thank you so much. I'm West African, yes, French. All right, awesome. I was like, interesting. That's not English. Welcome to the room. Hey, we are we meeting tonight? We are. I just sent the invite. Let me know if you didn't get it. I did send it. Hopefully it got to everybody. I literally did it before I came on. Hey, Soda, yes. Well, welcome to the room, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let me look. Okay, perfect. My our agency meeting. I'm a Creator Network agency. Thank you so much for the follow. We're having our meeting today at 6:30, so I have to get off. I'm gonna have to get off sooner rather than later, so I can get to the meeting and get things going. I have to admit, my head is hurting a little bit, and I did not take anything. So we're gonna see how this live goes, because I probably might need to take something, because I feel like my head is like really tense. But with that being said, hey, braids and boots, I'm gonna stay on at least an hour. So you'll definitely have me for an hour. I may get off a little early so I can kind of nurse this a little bit, because I feel a little tension. Please send me invite. Love Petals, you didn't, so check and see if you got it, because I saw your name actually. So I know you were on my list. I remember seeing your name. Hey friends, thank you so much, Taj. I was literally gonna ask if you were sick. You sound, yeah, I sound a little congested, don't I? I do. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the compliments. I will take that. But yeah, I do feel a little congested. voice was raspy, everything about it. I do feel, I was like, ugh, you know, you feel a little off. I feel off. So I'm going to have to check and see if something, I don't think anybody's in my house sick, but I have been out and about. I was out yesterday running errands and stuff. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate the support. Thank you, friend. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thank you. What was that part capitalized? Thank you, friends. All right, hey, God bless y'all. Welcome to the room. River, appreciate you coming back, friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. As you guys are coming into the room, let's grab our daily heart me's. Let's don't grab them yet. Don't grab them yet. We gonna wait. We gonna wait. She said it twice. If we get others, I'm sorry. You're so funny. Thank you, friend. Hey, Coach Rhonda. Pals is funny. She is so funny. Hey, Ocean. Welcome to the room. Kat, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, Kay. Welcome to the room. Others coming in, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. I these comments, my mind, I'm like, I'm saying in my head, I'm saying in my head what you guys are saying in y'all tone. Ocean Summers, thank you so much for those roses. Thank you all for the follows. I appreciate you guys. So what I was sharing is that we're gonna go live. Let me say this. If you're in the agency, I did send out the meeting invite before I came live. So it's hot off the presses, no more than 10 minutes out there, maybe 15. And let me know if you got it. So if you didn't get it, I had an email error last week because I got all these bounce backs, but it didn't come until like 8 o'clock at night after the meeting. So I was like, oh. And it seemed like it was a smaller group, but it didn't seem terribly small. So I think there was a batch that did not get the email. I think that's what happened. So let me know if you guys did not get it. But hopefully everybody has it and we are good to go. So those who are coming in, appreciate the support. Thank you for the populars. Thank you all for engaging. We're trying to get our taps up. We're going to see if we get this flash go early-ish. Hopefully we get it sooner rather than later. So let me know. Thank you, pals. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you for that. And so I was saying I'm going to stay on. I got a little tension headache going on. I do feel a little bit off in terms of under the weather. But I am going to try my best to stay on definitely an hour. So I'll probably end maybe around 5:30 or so. Get off the live and you said I got it. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. I was like, okay, y'all. Hopefully I got to troubleshoot. Hello, Reese. Welcome to the room. Others coming in. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. We got you guys coming in, tapping. We're going to talk about monetization. Thank you for those populars. Rhonda, Coach Rhonda, you were a trooper yesterday. I don't know. We're going to figure this thing out. This whole match night, we're going to figure it out. It's been clunky, but I think each month we do it, we get a little bit better. But we still gonna have those people who are not matching when it comes to follows or the audience control. And so I don't know. So I'm gonna stress it a little bit more. Audience control needs to be turned off or on. You gotta be matching. See, this advice is fast. 10K likes already. Look at you, friend. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Look at you tapping away. I love it. You did a third of those taps. So 3.3K likes is coming from you, my friend. Thank you so much for that support. I appreciate that. What is the flash goal? I didn't see it. We didn't get it yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So it didn't come through yet. I'm hopeful that it'll come through soon because we already got our 10K taps. We typically will see it come through like shortly after that or around that time frame, but definitely within the first 15-20 minutes or so, if we're gonna get it at all. We did what I've noticed, hey Jazzy, what I've noticed is that we'll see it come when there's not early engagement in a lot of the gifting engagement, but if we do get the gifting engagement pretty early on, and that's happening like within the first 5-10 minutes, I've noticed that we don't get the flash code. So that is something to pay attention to. So if there's a way that you can set yourself up, hey Deuce, that you can set yourself up or set your live up so that some of that happens in the beginning. I know some of Some people use viewer wishes, and maybe they're having that queue, the wish queue up. And it's like, hey, if you want this for me, then get in early. Let's get this going. You get in the wish queue. And so those people have never seen the flash go. I have a couple creators that are tarot card readers. They've never seen it. And I think it's just because how their room is designed that gifting happens like from the moment you come into the room. So it's just a difference in terms of how TikTok is operating. Thank you so much, those who are connecting to. I appreciate you all supporting. Thank you, Bows. I appreciate that. Um, Let me know if you guys have any questions. In the meantime, we're going to talk about monetization. If you are new to my room, we've been talking about this topic for a couple weeks now. Well, 1 week, one full week. And I've made it really focused on, hey, antisocial coming back. Thank you so much. Did TikTok kick y'all out? I saw some of y'all come back and forth. TikTok, be nice. Thank you for the follow. I know some of you all are new, so if you're new in my room, go ahead and click tell me that you're new. They tagged the wrong one. All right. How's this funny? Thank you all for being here. If you're new to my room, put new in the chat. Go ahead and put new in the chat. And then if you are where are you watching me from? Put that in the chat too. Tell me where you're from so we can say hi. And then my friends who are already here, let us know as well where you are watching from. And my live creators, put that in the chat too. Reese, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. You're a travel creator. Awesome, awesome. I see that in your chat, in your bio. Nice, friend. Well, welcome to the room. Cindy, you're new as well. I see your friend, 56 years old, married, take care of my mom, doing the best I can, enjoying life, take care of my mental health, my let loose on the weekends. I love that, friend. Thank you so much, title gifters, the roses and the love you so much. I appreciate that, friend. Omaha. Okay, nice, nice. We got Washington State. We got Georgia. How you doing, Royalty? Welcome to the room. Royalty, you need a bio, friend, so we can read your bio, know a little bit more about who you are and what type of content you create. TikTok wants that also so that you are searchable. When you think about search engine optimization, we call it SEO, so people can find you when they're searching for topics you're covering in your content or in your live stream. From Brazil, how you doing? Is it that Theus? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for supporting. I see you guys. You said new from New Jersey, I guess. Coach Rhonda's kidding. She's not new. She's been here a while. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friend. Coach Rhonda has been here with us for a minute. So Coach Rhonda, and then all my other returning live hosts, put that in the chat. Put your topic, your time, and your time zone so some of our new friends can connect and network with you. Coach Rhonda does the mindset conversation. So when you're trying to, get unstuck and not have those limiting beliefs. So she talks about that all the time in her content and in her live stream too. So just know you're getting somebody that's going to really take you to the next level. So definitely network and connect. We are not a grow room. We're a learn room. So I teach you about going live. We talk about monetization, but I want you guys to be networking so you can connect with folks. And then ideally, if these are people who may enjoy your content, that's again why you want the bio. Enjoy your content. They can connect with you. You can go connect with them if you are interested in that type of content as well. And so it's just a great way to build community. So that's what we do here. I'm also a creator network agency, meaning that if you go live already, you will want to possibly get an agency to support you if something goes wrong with your account, or to help you learn and grow and monetize even more. So I recruit in my live streams as well. So if you're interested, I'll talk more about it. But you definitely want to consider that if you don't have an agency. I forgot to add what content I started, the liquid collagen stuff, self-challenge. Okay, August 8th, that's what you started with. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. I appreciate you, friend. Nice, nice. So you do TikTok shop, is that what that is? I think you're saying TikTok shop, and you probably are in the pilot program based on your follower count. Bama, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. So yeah, let me know what you meant by that. Thank you. I'll have to add that liquid collagen self-challenge. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is though. The self-challenge. Interesting. All right, friends, quick. We got that flash goal finally. Dr. Lisa cares. That's the flash goal. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. I appreciate you guys. We got the Dr. Lisa Cares. It is our flash goal. TikTok decided to give us 15 of those. TikTok, be nice. So if you are in the room, I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind sending one, it's one per person. It's one per person. How do I avoid burnouts from TikTok live? How do you avoid burnouts? Ooh. Well, I tell you to be consistent, but consistency is going to be based on your schedule and what you feel you can do. Now, I would tell you to think about your why. Why are you doing it? Is it for the money? That's a reason. There's typically four reasons. One is for the money. People want to monetize. People want to make the money online and want to kind of figure out how they can grow and make it either passive or even primary income. And so just think about that. So is it the money that's motivating you? The other why could be that you want to be famous. Maybe you're trying to get discovered. Maybe you're a singer, a musician. You play an instrument, or maybe you do something in particular where it's like dancing or acting or DJing. So you want to be discovered. So people want to be TikTok famous. So that's a reason why they do it as well. And then you have people who are trying to build community. They're trying to get more exposure. Maybe the topic and niche that they're covering is very specific to a certain demographic or community. And so they want to build that up and build awareness around it. And just here to make friends. Okay. Sweetheart, how you doing? Good afternoon. And then you have the people who are doing it to master something. They might be doing it for their business, or they're looking to understand live streaming, digital marketing, affiliate marketing. We heard someone talking about the collagen as well. Cindy, you talking about the collagen? I okay. And you're trying to put that in your bio. Okay, that's totally fine. And so people do it for that reason too. They're like learning, growing, educating, that type of stuff. Is it bad that I'm doing it for the money? No, no. Most people, most of us start that way. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. So if you're doing it for the money, then you got to ask yourself, okay, how am I committed to this? How much am I committed to growing this? Because then that's going to be the driving force with how long you go live. Hey, Moonflower. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart, from California, Northern California? And how long you go live, how long you show up, what are you trying to do? Because you got to build that out. I think all four of those mean that you're investing some level of time. Okay, so you're investing some aspect of time so that you can start building this up, meaning that you're building and growing your follower count, meaning that you're building your content, meaning that you're becoming more comfortable in front of the camera, you're talking to your target audience, and that you're continuing with TikTok in terms of how the algorithm works and responds to what you're saying and what you're doing. All of that takes time, and you're looking at this as kind of a little bit of a long-term investment, but at the same time you may have to pace yourself in doing that. And I tell people sometimes you got to take the long runway, and then sometimes you might want to try to fast track it. So again, it's just up to you. When it comes to burnout, for me, I think for the most part I do 2 a days. Today I feel a little off, so I feel like my head is hurting a little bit, and so I'm gonna get off and take something a little bit. I didn't do that. I feel a little congested under the weather. So little things like that, I kind of notice my body and stuff, and then I just pace myself. So I might just do an hour. That's what I'm probably gonna do for this live. I did my earlier live. I'll probably do a quick hour. Make sure I get in, give value, support other people. Make sure that I'm responding by showing up and TikTok sees me. So some of that is part of the way I navigate it a little bit, just when, I'm feeling like, ugh. I have our meeting for the agency. I'm going to do our meeting. I'll do that. I may end that kind of on the quicker side too, just in case I need to just rest my body a little bit. So little things like that. I try to make sure I do the self-care. July was it was a party month. It was my birthday month. So in my mind, I took a lot of time off. I did my schedule for the most part, and showed face, but I also took some significant time off, and I did I did take where I came on live and did a day. I mean, I did an hour, and then that was it. And so we vacationed, we traveled, and so I still showed up, and I tried to balance it, even to the point where when I got back, TikTok was like, we ain't seeing you as much. So TikTok noticed. They didn't notice. so so August is kind of like a rebuild month. We're gonna see how this goes, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and get back on my schedule. But burnout is all, I mean, I guess it just depends on how you pace yourself and how you manage your expectations. If you're going real hard and you're feeling like it's all for naught, maybe think about what are you doing, where can you invest your time and energy. TikTok says, shares tips on, avoid burnout, share your tips. You'll have a lot of creators, and I think that's how this works. I think about my, so I have a PhD, and my doctor, my dissertation chair, would tell us. He was like, you hear that whole adage where you look around the room and people will say, some of y'all not gonna finish. That's just how this is. When you think about the percentage of people who, you say you're amazing, thank you, friend. The people who actually finish this doctorate and finish and get through with it, it's like, I think the percentage is like 1%. It's like really low. Most people don't. They start it, but you just can't finish it. And so when you think about this, a lot of it is built around you starting something, and TikTok is trying to see if you are actually going to commit and keep showing up. Are you going to finish? Are you going to do the things necessary to make sure that you're getting, building community and being visible? How are people responding to you? Are they engaging in your live stream? Are they doing the taps, the shares, the likes? And then we talk about the monetization, the gifting. And so what's happening in your live stream, and so you want to make sure you're constantly thinking about your overall focus and growth, and part of that is showing up and being consistent. TikTok, let me pin our flash goal. We're halfway there. We have 7 of 15. Also, if you're just coming in, we would like to, I shouldn't say do need, we would like to get this flash goal that you accomplished. So if you haven't sent it, this is the perfect time to send it. I think people who are in here sent it already. People were sending it. I was like, oh, I must have sent it because it did not show up. So we have 8 of 15. So it's you only can send it one time. So one per person. And so TikTok, that flash goal can be one per person. Let me get my other account and come in so I can send it and see if we can get that achieved. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. If you haven't sent the flash goal, it is the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate you all coming in. It is the Dr. Lisa Cares. So feel free to send that flash goal. Let's see if we can get that achieved. Thank you all for supporting. Okay, we have 11 of 15 left. So we have another 14. Why am I doing my math wrong? What in the world? Another 4. We need 4 more. 4 different people. 4 more to do. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate you all. Let me grab my daily heart me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jody. Others coming in, appreciate you all supporting. Thank you so much for helping out with this live stream. We're going to get this going. I appreciate the support. Thank you all for the follows too. I see you guys coming in following the live post. So if you haven't followed me, you want to follow. If you haven't sent your daily heart me, that is another way you can send it. So it's hearting me. That's part of how you become part of my fan club. Sorry, I can't recharge ATM, but I'll tap it out. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate the support. And then let's share it out too. Yeah, click that arrow. You can repost. You can add to stories. You also can do a power share where you press down on my glasses, my nose, and power share out the live. So that's another way to support. So thank you all for supporting that live stream. We're going to get going in just a few minutes. Let me ask this. I'm going to ask the room because we got some people who've been live hosts for a while. And I know some of us are doing it at our own pace. So I know there are people who adjusted their schedule. I will say this. If I was to be honest about this, I think it takes time. And if I was to give it a timeline, I think you really don't get your stride because there's different milestones and things that's happening along the way. Maybe some of that you don't even realize that you're in the middle of that stage or that milestone. I would say anywhere between 6 months to a year is where you start to really get your groove. After that first year, you then understand maybe the platform a little bit more, the algorithm. I know I say stuff here all the time and people's like, oh, that's the first time I heard that. I didn't think of it like that. And so I think you need to put that in perspective. I think a lot of people are thinking like, oh, I'm going to be like XYZ influencer, A-leaguer And that person took time. The person you're seeing today might have been a person that's been at this for 3, 5, 7, 8 years. We don't know. You have some people who fast track it, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it does take time. Awaken, welcome to the room. What is the best time to go live? Okay, Awaken, you said the best time to go live. Sharon, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. I think we're just one or two more away from getting that flash goal. I'm gonna try to remember to pin it one more time if I can. I gotta wait another minute or so. Um, I'll always say, and the people in the room know I've said this before, the best time to go live is the time that you can stick to. It's the best time that you can go live. And so if you can create a schedule that's ideal and figure out a time that you can consistently show up at that day and time to support your community, you could be like me where, I try my best to be as consistent as possible. I fall short of that. But I fall short of that when it comes to like showing up exactly at 4 o'clock or exactly at 10 o'clock. But you best believe, for the most part, I'm showing up in that time frame, 10-ish, 4-ish, to do my live stream. But people are waiting for me because they got used to me showing up in that way. They're used to my schedule and my consistency. And when I don't show up, they're like, "What happened?" They'll inbox me, "Doc, where you at?" And so that's where you start building community, because people start to see you as someone that they can depend on. It's like their favorite television show. But we say the same TV. I'm thinking about giving up on the lives as people are rude to me. Oh, that's something you can manage in terms of blocking them, removing them. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's interesting. You as the live host, I hold the ultimate control. Besides TikTok, I hold the control here. So if I don't like what's said, or if I felt uncomfortable about what's being done to me, I can press the person's words and the screen pops up. I can mute them, which means I remove the words. I can block them, which means I remove them. And then I can even report them if it's something that they said that's inappropriate. So, so thank you so much, friends. Aaliyah, thank you for the follow. Somebody's comment got filtered if you want to reword what you said, but definitely you control the room and control how things operate for you. I am Bex. Welcome to the room. Simply Bex, did you come in the other way too? Appreciate you. I went live 6 hours early. People showed up. Really? So you think your nighttime, I've always kind of side-eyed your nighttime live. Your night schedule, glad to see me whenever. They glad to see you whenever. But your night schedule, I think your schedule is too late. I wonder if it's too late. I wonder if you should be a daytime live stream. We've had this talk before, and I wonder if that's where you might want to consider readjusting your schedule too. Um, See your goal, so came to help twice. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. All wrong. Thank you, friend. In the morning, you said you also stream this on YouTube. How do you do that? Two different devices. Two different devices. I'm on my tablet on YouTube, and I'm on my phone here for TikTok. So I just started a YouTube stream. Yep. New Hey Jaden, thank you so much. I have somewhere to go tonight. Can't go after dark in the day. Oh, true. But well, we could talk offline, but I wonder if there's something to be said about your daytime, though. The daytime one, how are they done? I thought they come for you in the daytime. Do you get more visibility? Let me know. I wonder, would you live before having a certain number of followers? Yeah, you can go live. Yeah, 1,700 followers. Yeah, you're good. You can go live. You're 1,800 followers. Might as well say 18. But you can go live as little as 50. And you want to make sure your account's over 7 days old. You've done content. Not necessarily. It was still 90 viewers. Okay. Interesting. Big. Hey friend, how you doing? How do you put your caption before live? What you mean? This here, my board? Do you need 2 phones to stream live? No. I use one to stream, and I have another one that's in my room tapping and sharing. It's the agency page. I usually pin it as well. Hello, I've been trying to use the TPS. What's TPS? I'm slow today, y'all. I'm sorry. Yes. Need one more heart goal? We do? Yes, you're bored. Okay, my board. Oh, go end it. Oh, it just ended. I missed it. It just ended. It was my bad. Oh gosh, I should have looked up. Thank you so much, I am Bex. He's so sweet. She was like, you need one more. I totally missed to say it. I was supposed to pin it again. And it was just one more. We could have had that, y'all. Just ended. I know. As soon as I clicked it, it said go ended. All right, y'all. Next time. That's all good. Guess you're bored. If you want to message me for the board, I'll send it. I'll send you the video. So message me. Anyone who wants to get the board, I'll send it. Just say board. When you put the message in, say board, and so that way I know you're looking for the board. Okay. So let me know if there's other questions about that. You got to click the message button. You got to click the message button and then say the word board. Or click Service Plus. This is that square with the arrow. That's a DM feature. You can DM me and put the word board. That's how you would do it. Thank you so much, Jody. I see you, friend. You say, I'm bored. Mama, the same thing for you. Just put it there. So Nurse Glow, put it there as well if you want it. Thank you all. My bad, no problem. So thank you so much. Let me know if you want to just type the word board and I'll send it to you. I did a video recently. Okay, going back to my life. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you, friend. So those who are coming in, I appreciate you all joining my live stream. We're gonna stay on for about an hour or so. I do have our agency meeting. If you're interested in the agency, you can message me agency. Send that word. You can click the link to message me agency. But at the end of the day, that consistency is so important. It's so important because if you do this randomly and just pop up, yeah, TikTok in the beginning don't push you out like that in the beginning. You don't get pushed out as much. It's still evaluating what you're doing, what your live is about. And so you need to be consistent so that you can start building your community. The algorithm gets used to you. It knows what you're talking about. It knows who you're talking to. My topic, I'm talking to newer creators, people who are new, trying to figure this out, who are nervous, afraid, shy. Elle talks to the overthinkers. Just recognizing that this takes time. And I don't know that people recognize that it is an investment in time. It is going to require you to put some effort into this. It's like that for many of those influencers, content creators, people who have been doing this for a few years. It takes time, and it takes time to kind of learn it in terms of how do you fit into your schedule, how do you make some mistakes and then you learn from those mistakes, how do you make adjustments because the platform's ever changing and you have to adjust with it. And so all that's happening, and at the same time you're still plugging away, so you gotta think of it from that perspective too. What time is the meeting? The meeting is at 6:30. Did you get my email? God bless, child. Let me know if you got my email. And then if you are in the agency, the only reason why you wouldn't get an email is that you haven't filled out my contact form. I know we have some new people who just joined. I think I'm missing like one or two different people. I have to go back and check, but I think I am missing a few people's contact forms. So I want to make sure you guys are getting my email messages too. Thank you so much. I received it. Should I also register? Yeah, you have to register for the Zoom link. So yeah, that's how you register. I send a different link all the time because, well, for a couple reasons. It's solely for my agency folks, so I want to make sure people who are getting the emails are in the agency. So it's a way for me to like track and see who's coming to the meetings. But also, I want to make sure people who aren't supposed to be there don't get the link. So I make it a new link every time. What do you think? What do you talk about? How do you choose the topics? For my live stream, I I typically pick topics that are kind of a category of, overarching category. So right now we're talking about monetization. So I use this overarching board and topic to cover different ways to monetize. And then I kind of structure it based on the way I see it going, the flow of it. Now, I have done like AI prompts to help me come up with a structure or even a board topic. And so I've done that. I haven't done that as of late. I usually I'm winging it a lot, y'all. I'm winging it. Sometimes it's like, oh, well, let me start here. Let me start from the basics. And so it's just the way I see this going. But yeah, I have used the AI to help me, and I would encourage you, especially starting off. There's no reason why you couldn't have the AI tell you topics you can do. How do we fill out the contact info form? It's once you join the agency. Once you join the agency, you received it. Okay, that's thank you so much, River. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friends. So yeah, Awaken. Once you join the agency, you would get you would fill out my contact form, and that way you can come to my Sunday meetings. We have a standing meeting on Sunday that we do. You said, what prompts do you usually give AI? You know what? Let me give you my overarching prompt, and that's probably a good place for you to start. And then from there, you can ask it other questions and prompts and stuff, because it kind of learned what your topic's about and which direction you're going to take your live stream. So I think that overarching prompt is important. If you're in the room, I've said this over the years, so if you're in the room, let me know if you have any questions. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions too. Um, the overarching prompt that I use, I say brainstorm, because I want the AI to brainstorm. Brainstorm 5 examples, and again, giving me more than one choice, so I want 5 examples. 5 examples of a niche, topics, and keywords to attract my target audience for my TikTok live. So brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, topics, and keywords to attract my target audience for my TikTok live. And include for that target audience, hey Chris, include for that target audience the demographics, the psychographics, and the pain points based on me being, and then you put in the characteristics of you. You're a wife, you're a mom, you're a pastor, you provide spiritual guidance, maybe you're a tarot reader, you're a fitness enthusiast. So put in the things that maybe your topic, and you know your topic you want to cover, put that in there. You add what you think is important and relevant about you and what you're doing here. And then what it's going to do is run that prompt. It's going to give you a niche. It's going to give you some topics you can cover. It's going to give you keywords. And it's going to give you all that based on your target audience. Now, the target audience is important because you want to know who you're talking to. So in this live, I'm talking to people who's interested in making money online. They want to know about the monetization. That's the board. That's why many of y'all are here. I have people who are nervous, afraid, shy, scared. You're new creators. You're trying to figure this out, trying to figure out the investment of time. Hey, disruption. You're trying to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You want to know the do's and don'ts. Maybe you're a little bit of a perfectionist, and you don't want to start something wrong because you want to do it the right way. So all those things are reasons why you would be here, and all those things are things that are made up of me, because your audience is a reflection of you. So if you're talking to your target audience, you're talking to you. And then I kind of told you guys I wing it because I've been doing this for over a year and a half. But at the same time, I know how I want content to be organized and structured, how I want to receive it. So I teach it and talk about it the way I understand it. And then y'all ask me questions and I explain it even more. Okay? And so just know that that's how you're going to do this, and that's how you can do it successfully, because you're literally talking to you. Recovering perfectionist. I'm a recovering one too. So you're literally talking to yourself. Thank you. You're welcome. And so you can explain and do things and talk about things in a way that you understand it, because everybody out there are similar to you. They are. Whether you realize it or not, they are similar to you. So, well, you guys have some similarities. Maybe I say that differently. Y'all have some similarities. And we ain't all the same, but we similar. I'm supposed to monetize when I start. Am I supposed to monetize when I start going live? You can. It's possible. It depends on the engagement in your room. I tell people this is an engagement app. It's not just people watching and looking like it's television. It's interactive. So it's based on how people want to engage with you and support. Thank you so much. How you doing, friend? Hello on the YT. Appreciate you, friends. Let me say this. I usually say your audience is a reflection of you. So if you are coming here and as a viewer from your viewer hat, because you guys are all viewers right now, like what do you do to make sure you're understanding how to engage? Like what are you doing to support engagement? Well, I say that because you're going to have to teach that to your audience. You're going to have to help them. Thank you so much, Oasis Nails. And how you doing, Jay Styles? Because essentially, you're going to have to help them understand how to do what you're doing for engagement. Are you putting comments in? Are you literally clicking the box? Thank you so much, Weight Loss Lucy. Are you clicking that box to put that comment in? Did you click that heart to put a sticker into? Like drop a Dr. Lisa's Care sticker, especially if you got your Daily Heart Me. You should have access to that. And so when you click the Daily Heart Me, are you clicking the Daily Heart Me? And then you see what that means. Thank you so much, Jay Styles. Because you need to tell your audience. People don't know all the time that Daily Heart Me sends that little heart that's now that little emote that's on the screen. And you can get points for engaging in that way. And then you want to claim your points before the live end, but you got to click it again. So do you do that? And like, how are you walking through those steps as a viewer? Because when you become a live host, you're going to need to teach it. And then once you teach it, then your audience will know how to engage. And that's ultimately how part of that is part of your monetization. The Daily Heart Me, the Dr. Lisa Cares, thank you so much for that gift. Those are things that people are doing that's going to help with engagement, but even monetization engagement. All right. So everything you do as a viewer makes you a better live host because you'll be able to know what to do for your viewers and teach it to them. All right. Back to your audience, your target audience. So that prompt talked about demographic, psychographic, and pain points. Demographic, maybe you're a certain demographic. Maybe you're a retiree. Or maybe you've been working your tail off all your life. Hey, Jennifer, working your tail off all your life. And you're like, you know what? I want to do something else. I want to make money in a new and unique way. I'm tired of the rat race. And so, again, you know that that's the case for you. Then that is potentially a case for your viewers. That's why they come to you. Okay, that's the psychographic and psychographic piece because that's how they think and maybe how they feel. You know that feeling. You understand that feeling. You can relate to that feeling. And so you want to make sure you're able to name that for your audience. And then the pain points is the thing they're struggling with. Like, what about that struggle of having to get to work and tired of going to work, and you got maybe kids in college or kids that are in school, or maybe you're an empty nester and you're trying to figure out some other thing you want to do. Whatever that is, you know what the pain points is. And so then now you can say, well, because I know you're ready to save up for college, or because I know you're looking to get retirement funds and you want to travel, you want that freedom. This is why you want to come to my live, because I'm going to give you those tips to do that. Does that make sense? Like, your audience is so important because that's who you're talking to. And if you can relate to them, then they're going to become loyal viewers. They're going to want to keep coming back and get what you have to offer. And so you want to be cognizant of what are you offering? What are you sharing? And then how do you make that something that they're going to continue to want to come back for? Or people who are come on the For You feed or stopping the scroll to come inside and tap in. Passing through, I wrote a published book. I will message the link. Okay, thank you, friend. Let me know if you are new to my room. I know we have some friends come in and go. Put new in the chat. Put new in the chat. If you are returning, say hello. Let us see who you are. And in my live hosting room, let's get you guys going too. Because I said I won't be as long tonight because we do have our agency meeting. So I'm gonna have to get off a little earlier, but I want to make sure I'm supporting, I'm getting some engagement, and I'll give a couple tips for monetization too. Because Oasis Nails, you asked about engagement, so I'll talk about the gifting elements. Joy Ham, is that it? Joy Ham, welcome to the room. Appreciate you, friend. You need a bio, friend. So do you, Oasis Nails. Intuitive Path, welcome to the room. He says love, healing, clarity, and then you have your DM readings, and then do you go live, friend? Intuitive Path. Thank you so much. Not new, but still learning. There we go. Second time, what does an agency do? Oh, Jody. Okay, Jody, I'm gonna do my agency spiel. Appreciate your friend, certified holistic intuitive Reiki master and teacher. Okay, nice. Um, okay, and so yeah, my friends who need a bio, the bio is where we can read that and we can talk and learn more about you. But also TikTok wants that, so that's how you optimize your profile so that those words maybe are keywords that people are searching, and as you're producing content or going live, those are words that they may come across and they can come across your page because that's on the search screen or come across your content. So optimizing your profile is so important. Went live first, my first time. Did you? How did it go, Simply Bags? How did it go, friend? Congratulations. I love that. Um, okay, on bio. Yep, no longer new, but still learning. There we go, friend. Going to do it again tonight or tomorrow. All right, keep me posted. I love to pop in. Okay, yep. Yes, I also promote my 2 books on here. Okay, good job. I love that. It was so fun. I was so nervous. That's okay. That's what it's all about. Once you do it more often, those nerves go away. You know, I was nervous, I was afraid, I was uncomfortable. It's awkward. You're talking to yourself, but you get used to it. And so I tell you guys, practice makes progress. I don't want you guys to practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. That's what we've always been told. That's that narrative we taught ourselves and we say over and over. We probably didn't say it to our kids 100 times. And I realized no, it doesn't. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep making forward progress. That's what this is all about. You can't just have this notion that I'm going to be perfect at this. I'm not perfect at this. I know clearly there's some things I could be doing differently. I should be doing. My YouTube is a direct example of that, y'all. That YouTube is work. Okay? But I'm doing it piece by piece. I'm making progress. It's not that I'm not engaging and I'm not doing it because I don't like the way I do it. I'm going to do it and I'm going to keep showing up and I'm going to keep doing it. And then I'm going to slowly piece away and fix it because I can fix it. I can adjust. I can pivot. So all those things you can do. But what happens is you don't start because you're nervous and then you're thinking it has to look a certain way. It has to look like mine or someone else's. It doesn't. So I just want you guys to know, get started. I want you guys to think that you have to be focused on that perfection. All right. Love that. Practice makes progress. That's it. For 1 year going live, for 1 year going live, was my biggest fear. 1 year going live was my biggest fear. Was your biggest fear? Went live and it went well. That's good. Awesome. I love that. So live is your biggest fear. What was it like? Just being on the camera. My live. My live was also on fear. Was it? Okay. Awesome. Will TT do a violation when we promote our own book? You got to be careful about how you do it. You could do it as a service plus. You could be a TikTok shop seller and have a book that you're promoting. So yes, I think you want to just be careful that you're not redirecting off the platform. How do you get money for going live? Give me 1 second. Weight loss, Lucy. Yes, the camera shy. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Fleta. How you doing, friends? Hey, Bridget. Thank you for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Let me do this. Let me go back to our friend. Jody asked the question about agencies. Let me talk about that, and then we'll talk about monetization really quickly. That's the thing about live. You get to talking, people come in, ask questions, and then all of a sudden you've been here for like 2 hours. And so my goal is to be here for an hour. It's already been 52 minutes. So already I'm going to be over an hour. So I'm going to get off. I'm going to try my best to get off close to 5:30-ish, maybe 5:45. We'll see. All right. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you, the time goes fast. It does. So as time goes on, it goes really fast. Yes, mine was an hour and a half. I know. And you get comfortable talking, and then before you know it, like that, I've been here a whole hour, 2 hours. so I don't want you guys to be nervous about that. Like what to talk about. You'll find the time. What time do you go live daily? I normally go live about 10:15 and 4:15. That's typically around the time I'll start the live. It's supposed to be 10 and 4, but I start my YouTube first. And then sometimes I'm checking on my people in the agency. I'm doing some other stuff. And so that delays me. I'm a hot mess. So I got to get back to my schedule and be disciplined because it delays me on the back end. And then I'm like scrambling. I'm sorry, I should have said Eastern. I'm Eastern Florida. I apologize. 10 and 4 Eastern. Yep. I'm chilling, starting to get super comfortable. I didn't want to stop. Exactly. Dreamy, those coming in, appreciate you. Time goes fast. My lives last three to 8 hours. What? Depending on what I'm doing. What you doing? What are you doing? Are you baking? What's going on? Cakes, party favors, T-shirts, banners. Are you doing like a order on the live or something? I'm assuming. That's interesting. 3 to 8 hours. Good lord. Hello. Can I get paid to do my coffee content without going live? Uh, that depends. It's a harder runway to do the content side. You just have to have some good content and make sure your content's going viral enough so that you get a creator rewards program. You gotta have 10K followers. Yeah, there's a whole lot there to do to make that viable. It's possible though. There are people who do it, but it's a long runway to it. Going live might be easier, might be better. Just depends on what you're doing in your live stream too. Agency, real quick. So I am the TikTok Creator Network program. Creator Network program is a free program. And I say free because we're going to talk about monetization, but it's free because TikTok wants you to go live and wants you to grow and build and earn. The more you do well in your live stream, the better you do, TikTok does. And then TikTok uses their percentage that they're going to get from your live stream to pay a couple percentage to the agency. So you don't have to pay anything. It is coming from TikTok. TikTok pays you, they pay themselves, and they pay the agency. And so ultimately, you want to improve. TikTok sees you as a rookie and they want you to improve so you understand different strategies, different things you can use in the live stream, as well as different ways that you can think about monetization tips, and then ultimately protection, like if you are in violation or risk or at risk of getting banned. So agencies are there to support you in your journey. So I would say if you're going to be a consistent live host, at some point you may really think about an agency, and you probably want to do it sooner rather than later because there could be a point that you're not eligible because of your that maybe you made too much money. Okay, so keep that in mind, or maybe you got yourself in trouble that TikTok says you can't join an agency. So keep that in mind. You might want to think about it sooner rather than later. When it comes to my agency in particular, is there a fee? No fee. So it's free. It's literally it's helping you grow as a creator. Now, everybody's gonna do it at they're gonna do things at your own pace, you're gonna do things in your own way. But if you really want to do well, you want to understand the insider way of how this app operates and some of the things you can do to kind of move the needle a little bit more in your favor. So whether it's doing the campaigns, there's campaigns that are just available to agency folks. They have webinars that my agency people were invited to one this week. And so they have those type of opportunities for you to understand and hear from TikTok about how things go. Some of the campaigns can get you to headquarters. So our A-leaguer, she got a trip to headquarters because of what she's been doing. And so just recognize those are the things that you have to available to you. Now, TikTok, the way they operate now, you could get access to some of that, but it's not likely. The agencies is going to be your inroads. So I'll just say that. And so a lot of times they tap agency folks before they just go out there and find some random person. So that's how they work. So just know you might want to have agencies just so that you can have the insider information. The other thing I do in particular, I come live twice a day. So I'm giving you tips and strategies to go live. I also will, and I answer questions, and I use this as recruiting. I don't scout, although I probably should. I have to reimagine time for that, but I come here, and because you guys are hearing it from me, engaging with me, then that's my way of kind of getting a sense of who you are, and I can answer your questions. And then also my agency folks, so L's in the agency, they can refer you. So being in an agency, you can refer people, and then there's some monetization that's attached to that too. If you refer enough people, you can monetize that way as well. We have a campaign happening this month to make it super easy for people to monetize. When it comes to I go live twice a day. We have a weekly meeting. Today I'm gonna get off at 6, before 6, so I can get to our agency meeting. I do one-on-ones with my creators, so I'm meeting with you that your live is going, and then I'm giving you feedback on it based on the data. So I say we take a data-driven approach. I want you to look at your data. I tell people all the time, what gets measured gets done. So you want to get in this mindset that you're going to be looking at things and try to improve based on that data. I also will do, we have school community, SKOOL, where you can go there and get resources. I have a live strategy guide that I would encourage you to start using. It's more like, I say, take it as a ritual approach to how you start your live, what you're doing in your live, your setup for your live, as well as, ways to get engagement throughout your live. And then there's group chats that we have on TikTok that you can sing your content, sing your live. We have a great community of people who understand how to go live, and so as you're networking, you're learning from other people what to do and what not to do, but you're also networking with people who in turn may come to your live and engage with your live and support you, and you will do the same. Okay, so I tell people I can't run your live. Hold on, TikTok, give me a puzzle. Thank you so much. I can't run your live, so your live is your live. I just give you all the access, all the information, ways of understanding how to do this, and you apply it. You take the information, you do the research, you do what you need to do if you're trying to enhance your live stream. So I say that because there's a lot of people who are sitting back and they're like in their live just looking. And I'm like, you can't look, you got to engage, you got to talk, you got to engage with your viewers. That's so important. Okay. I'm not even close to that many followers. What many followers? Oh, 10K. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm following. I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, Intuitive. I appreciate it. How do you join the agency? So, couple things. Awaken, give me 1 second. Let me catch up on some comments. I see you, Deb, too. Deb, you want to make sure you put a comment behind. Right. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I need an agency. All right. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. You said, how do we join the agency? So how do you make some funds if you are free? TikTok pays. I'll talk about the Skill Live Rewards. It comes from the Skill Live Rewards. So TikTok gets a percentage of your live. So you don't get 100% of that. I just want people to understand that. When you go live, whether you have an agency or not, don't matter. Agencies don't matter. It's just agencies are there to help you increase and do better and support your growth. That's the whole goal of it. But at the end of the day, TikTok gets theirs. The house always wins. I say that all the time. You just said that you need a specific number of followers for an agency. No, I didn't. I was talking about, I think somebody asked me about monetizing their content. And to get in a creator rewards program, you have to have a specific number for monetizing your content. So thank you so much, friends on the YT. What is your school name? Once you join the agency, you'll get that. You'll get that information. But it's the same as Launch Your Income, but you won't be invited or accepted until you're actually an agency. So that's the link. Is a special link. Let me go here. Let's do this. If you are interested in an agency, I'm going to talk about the things that you got to know before you can join. So message me here. Click the message button and say agency, so that way I'll send you the agency page. I'm going to pin the agency account in here in a second so you guys can follow that account. How to apply, it's on that page. And so ultimately what I'm going to do is message you that page and some criteria that you want to pay attention to. You want to make sure you go live at least 4 days out the week for 61 minutes. That's something I tell people, to make sure you're going live more frequently. Ideally, you want to go live daily. I'm just going to say that out loud. I don't want you guys to be surprised if 4 days is not enough. TikTok wants you to be here. Start building community. And so message me agency on, this is Service Plus. You can message me here. I can't pin my card again for 3 minutes. That's the Service Plus pin card. And so you can message me here. Hey, Happy. Others coming in, if I didn't say hi to you, welcome to the room. 61 minutes, at least 4 times in a week. Yeah, if you can try to stick to that schedule, that's going to be in your best interest. You said you sent it. Not sure if my page is set up correctly to be monetized. For video content, 10K is the threshold of followers to get the Creator Rewards program, but you have to have 100,000 views in a 30-day period to get invited. So 10K is one factor. There's actually 2 factors. Okay. Agency account is here. Let me put it in the chat. This is the agency page. If you want to follow this account here, and on this account, in my bio is my stand. That's where you can apply to the agency. That's the information I'm going to send you. Or you can go to some of the video content, it's like the first half of videos. If you go from the bottom up, you'll see a link on those videos. The newer videos are the Community Fest videos from June. They don't have the link, but the first videos do. If you message me here, I'll send you the agency application. So you can either follow it and go find it here on this account, or message me on Service Plus. Those are the two places you can get it. All right. So let me know if you got that, friend. So two different places. So this is the official agency page. What does Superfan do? Let me answer that in a second. That's a subscription benefit where people can become your super fan. So you want to set up a super fan benefits, super fan special benefits for people to join your super fans. That would be encouraged. Reasons why you can't join an agency, real quick. TikTok says you can only have one creator network agency for one of your accounts per person. So your main account that you've made the most diamonds on, that you've gone live with, is the account you want to join an agency with. You cannot join an agency if you already have one with any of your accounts, the main one or not. You cannot join an agency. So one per person. The other thing I wanted to say is that you can't, you got to make sure that account, that you're not going live on too many accounts. Okay. That's another kind of no-no, because TikTok sees that as almost double dipping. So be careful that you're not overdoing how many accounts you're going live on. Okay. Can we wait to go live until we get and learn from the agency? No, TikTok won't allow you to join an agency. You actually have to be already a live host. So what I tell people is that you want to go ahead and do those first 3 lives, meaning that TikTok says that you have to do 3 lives to get full feature access, like having a fan club, a super fan, being able to pin comments and stuff like that. So agencies are helping you to continue to grow, meaning that you've already started. Why is TikTok pushing live so much? They see this as a way to get people to engage. People are taking lives, coming to lives and replacing it for television. People are on their phones engaging. So they're like, you know what? We might as well make this a thing where people can build community and go to their favorite live host. That's why they call it the fan club. You guys are fans of this live. You said the best way to learn is to go live. There we go. That's it. It is the best way. I mean, absolutely. You got to learn by doing. It is absolutely the best way. Good morning. Hey, JB. Can you have more than one TikTok account with different niches? You can have more than one TikTok account with different niches. I would actually encourage you to do that. Amy here, welcome to the room. I would encourage you to have different TikTok accounts with different niches because if you, it can confuse the algorithm. You're going to confuse your algorithm if you're, talking about one topic, maybe crocheting, and then all of a sudden you're looking at cat videos. And then next thing you know, all you're seeing is cat content. You're like, wait a minute, what happened to my crochet content? And so be mindful of what you're looking at, what you're doing on your account, and try to maybe focus it. And having a second account that you can do maybe some of that doom scrolling, some other stuff that you're going to do on that second account. Also, I would encourage you to maybe do TikTok shop separately too, and have that on a different account, because again, your algorithm's going to want shop content, and that's all you're going to see. But maybe you want to have some other type of content you want to focus on. So keep that in mind. I would separate those two. Is there a resource to set up fan club? Yes. You're going to go to the Live Center under Tools and Resources and go to your fan club and set it up there. Yeah, that's where you would do it. I know we got a bad actor in the room. So yeah, you would go there and set it up. Yep. So other thing about TikTok, let me finish the topic on agencies before I have to go. So you want to make sure that you're not under violation or restriction at the time that you apply. You're welcome. You want to make sure that you are in the US or Canada if you're applying to my agency. Those are the approved countries for my agency. You want to make sure that you have not earned too much. This is something that a lot of people miss out on. I've had a few people apply and didn't realize that there is a such thing of you're not eligible anymore, that you've earned too much. And so I said that earlier, but be mindful of that. So if you've made $5,000 over the last 5 months, TikTok's like, no, you don't need an agency. If you are someone who has made, when you go live, period, this is what I'm gonna say, period, whether you have an agency or not, the TikTok is looking at your performance, and they're tracking your performance as a viewer, as a fan club member, and as a live host. So you're being tracked in terms of what you're doing on a month to month basis. Okay? Each month, it may seem like they're doing it comprehensive for you, but they look at your monthly interaction and engagement. And so each month matters for how you perform. And you should be growing. You should be growing. You should be improving. And if you're not, that's not positive. You wanna grow. And if you are growing, then TikTok says, hey, maybe you're not necessarily, the agency is not what you need. You just need to continue doing what you're doing and keep up with that trajectory. But at some point, you might become an elite premium ticket that's needed. They used to call it elite, now they could change it to premium. And so you may need a special ticket to join an agency. So keep that in mind. So depending on what's happening in your life, you may get to the point where you're either you've done too much and had too much growth and success, and you become ineligible. So keep that in mind. I've had to say that a lot lately, or a couple more times lately than I expected. So you say have to accounts for live and TikTok shop. Yeah, I would recommend that. Separate accounts. I'm definitely not in danger of earning too much. You're so funny. We need to change that, friend. I love that. How do I sign up? You have 1,600 followers. Do you go live, friend? Weekend Warriors? Let me know if you go live. And like I said, you got to make sure you're going live and going live on a consistent basis, friend. Hey, did you get those words on the screen? How do I get the words on the screen? That's a board. You're going to click the board setting before you go live. If you message me and type the word board, I'll message you back with my video I did on it. Can I do lives, just painting, drawings, art with the camera on the paper? Yeah, I have a couple of creators doing that. Glow's not in here. She's the one that's still, actively doing that. So yeah, so I know of a couple of creators that do it. We have a new one, Jen. She just started. She does craft projects too, and she's not on the camera most of the time. Hey, Kurt. Send me a message. Send me a DM. That this yellow box with the arrow, Service Plus. Message me here. Hey, Selena. Message me here and then type the word board. Okay, so don't type it in the chat. Send me a message. That's a DM message. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you all. You said every day. Okay. So if you're interested in the agency, let me pin my pin card. So this is a different request. Now you're going to message me the word agency. So I'll pin this, but you could message me the word agency. You got to make sure you're going to go live at least 4 days out the week for 61 minutes. 61 minutes, TikTok tracks that as a valid go live day. So I want you to go live. On average, you want to go live daily. You want to go live more than that. But valid go live day is what you want to focus on. We're trying to make sure that you're getting pushed out more. If you have time and availability, and depending on your audience and topic and what you're doing, to go live twice a day, that's actually not a bad idea. I'm just going to put that out there too. I've had a few creators that have done it in recent times and totally had a positive experience because of the engagement. And TikTok started seeing them as a consistent person showing up and start pushing them out even more. So something to think about. I'm trying to make big money like that. I wish. I'm just a little old B5 leaguer. I'm barely hanging on. But it takes consistency, friends. It takes consistency. Let's talk about monetization real quick because I'm going to have to get off shortly. If you have a link in your profile bio, can you add it to your Service Plus on Live? Technically, no. You can DM people the link. So like, for example, if people click my Service Plus here, I get the message. I send them my message to go to my agency, to go to my stand store. I have a stand store. I send that in the link. So I type a little message. My stand store is in that message, and they can click it and go to my stand store. So that's the way I do it. So it's in the DMs. It's not in Service Plus. I had someone whose views got suppressed and they got some restriction message, the redirected messages, and ultimately it was because of them redirecting with that Service Plus. So yeah, is twice a day, 2 times, 3 times a week better than one per day for 5 days? I don't know. It depends on what's happening in that live. Depends on what's happening, what type of engagement you're seeing, what type of support. Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards closer to daily is better. That's my opinion. If you can get it closer to daily, would be better. Yeah, TikTok doesn't like it when you're sending people to other websites or services. Exactly. So you got to use Service Plus to do it. That would be my recommendation. If you can get to a daily stream, I think that would pay off better than just doing 3 times, showing up 3 times. Well, first of all, it's not going to work in your favor when it comes to the leagues, because that's 4 days out the week you're not going live at all. And so you're never going to make significant progress with your league unless those 3 days are really, really good. Those 3 days have to really make sure that you're doing what you need to do in those 3 days, twice a day, to potentially sustain you fragment wise. But I can see you still dropping down. Yeah, it's just going to be like this yo-yo. You go up a little bit, you come down. You know, that's how it's going to happen. So yeah, the leagues is going to be your downfall. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Thanks, friends. I appreciate you guys. Leaks, I know that probably doesn't make sense to some of y'all. Y'all like, what is she talking about? How do you book a background when going live? How do you make a background? Hey, therapy. Therapy girl, what happened yesterday? I think you had your audience control still on. I think that's what happened. That's the only, that makes sense that you were able to connect with Diana because she had hers definitely on. And I think when you went to cut it off, you needed to delete your live event. I think that might have been what happened. I'm gonna message you. Therapy girl, like, what are you talking about? Yesterday we had a battle night, so I'm gonna message you, therapy girl. How do you change your audience? Most of my audience are from Africa, not on this side. You're gonna have to maybe clear your caches, and then when you're going live, try to post content and talk about things in the U.S. Hello, happy Sunday. Are you having the meeting today? I haven't. I haven't received the link. You're the first one who said you didn't get it. Therapy girl, did you check your email like in the last hour? Because I sent it right before I came live. Let me know if you like just checked it. JB, did you get yours? I feel like I'm experiencing the yo-yo effect in the C3 league. Yeah, you keep going up, you're losing a fragment, dropping, losing a fragment. Yeah. C3 is good though. That's good. Yeah. Hello, new to TikTok. FYI, sent me here. Thank you so much, Golden Uncle. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, friends. Yeah, therapy girl, I did send out the link. Porch Talk with Pamela, you said you got it. I believe she said she got it. Anybody else? Let me know if you didn't get it in the last hour, because I sent it right close to 4 o'clock. I can't remember the exact timestamp, but it was close to 4. Does everyone see the follower's name as a big light gray color, and the message is white? I got it. I just checked. You just got it. Okay, JB got it. So I think therapy girl, you would have gotten it too. I didn't get a bounce back for you. Oh, thank you for all information. Very helpful. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Where's the light gray? Hold on 1 second. The follower's name. Does everyone see the follower's name as a light gray color and the message is white? Yes, I do. I see what you're saying. Yes, that's true. I do. Yeah. Thank you so much. Those coming in, see, I do see it that way. Yeah, I do too. Hey, Suey. Really quickly, I was gonna do scale live rewards so you guys kind of understand that definition before I head off. So I'm gonna stay on for maybe I'll try to do close to 6. We'll see. Um, Scale live rewards is based on how you monetize your live stream. So let's talk about that real quick. So if you're looking to earn while you go live, it is based on gifting engagement. So as a live host, you're collecting diamonds. Diamonds are two reasons you're collecting diamonds. Diamonds are going to help you in terms of growing in your league. You need to collect those diamonds so you can potentially collect enough that you are either going to earn an additional credit fragment, that's what that's called, a fragment, or you're going to maintain your current status in your league. Leagues are TikTok's way of tracking how you're performing as a live host. Um, I don't know, friend, if it can be changed. I know there's some accessibility features under the profile. If you're on your profile, click those three dot lines at the top corner, the hamburger lines, and then you can go hamburger lines, and then you can go down to settings and privacy, and that's where you would go. And then scroll down in there, and I don't know exactly where it's at. I think it's going to be pretty obvious though, where you can do the accessibility. I think it's going to be one of the features in there. Can you see your diamonds? You can see your diamonds while you're live. You can see your data. I'm about to talk about this data, your analytics. There's analytics that show why you're live. So you want to be very intentional about looking at your analytics. If there's a little house here, or if you swipe from right to left, you can see your actual analytics. Okay, so you can see it that way. Auntie Jackie, welcome to the room. Thank you for reaching that goal for our daily heart me's. Appreciate you, friend. So yeah, you could see it. And so you want to be intentional about seeing that as you're doing your live stream and being able to continue to monitor what's happening in your life. So I'm going to tell you what you need to monitor in a second. So diamonds are there for your league, and then I'll pin my league up here just so you guys can see it. This is a pin. So if you were in my 10 o'clock, this is a diamond, a 5.4. Thank you for those populace. Appreciate your friend. 5.4 is the diamond count that I need to get a fragment. Diamonds come from the gifts that you send. So our friend here, he sent 40 populars. I received 40 diamonds from that. Oh, Jody, you became a super fan. Congratulations, friend. Look at you, level 10 and above. Awesome, Jody. Appreciate that. Awaken, thank you for those populars. See you, friend. And so, oh, look at you guys. Thank you for that million hearts. Thank you, friends. I see. So you guys can see where it went down a little bit. It was 5.4, now it's 5.1. So as people are sending gifts, I'm collecting diamonds. And then it tried to go back up. You saw that TikTok was like, not so fast. So, and that's something you're paying attention to. It's also a factor when it comes to determining, thank you so much for that, friend, the club cheers. It's also a factor in determining what percentage that you're going to receive based on the engagement in your room, based on those gifting. So it also, you have to have diamonds in order to get a payout. That's part of that whole overall scale live rewards. And so as you're receiving rewards, that's what TikTok calls your payout. As you receive rewards, it's based on the diamonds that you received. If you receive no diamonds, you got no pay. Okay? Clear as day, that's the monetization. 0 diamonds, 0 money. Okay? So you want to pay attention to that. So when you click the house or you swipe from right to left, it'll show you in real time your scale live rewards, how you have earned, how you're doing, how much you're expected to get paid out. The live that you do under scale live rewards has 2 different factors that you want to pay attention to. Every live that you do every day, or your live per live that you do, whether it's daily, whether it's once a week, whatever it is, per live that you do, there's factors that you need to pay attention there. And then each week, those are called the weekly missions. So it's per live and weekly missions. Those 2 things make up the scale live rewards, 2 categories rather. Under those categories, you're going to pay attention to how long you went live, your live duration, as well as how many unique followers you receive. Those 2 factors will determine what percentage that you will get per live. The most you can get is 40%. Okay? Put 40 in the chat. 40 in the chat. Put that in the chat. 40% is up to 40% is what you can earn. Up to 40%. So put that in the chat for me so we all on the same page. How much can you earn? 40%. We got 40s. Thank you so much, friends. Does it matter if the gifting is from different countries like African countries? Nope. Nope. Doesn't matter. Nope. So 40%. That's the most you can earn. Now, you can earn less. Let me be clear about that. But 40 is the most that you can earn per live. And then TikTok says you can earn up to 13% each week. Remember, I told you the categories per live, weekly. Those two categories. Each week you can earn up to 13%. Put 13 in the chat. Up to 13. 13% is weekly. So TikTok says, so 40 per live, 13 each week. So there's two sets of numbers, your per live and your weekly missions, up to 13%. So that's it. So TikTok promotes under the Scale Live Rewards that what they pay out is 53%. The 40 plus 13. It was like, oh, you can make up to 53%. That's what they promote. I'm going to break down the 40 and the 13 so you understand how to get to the 53. Now, we, the collective we, me, you, we don't get 53%. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Okay? Because I don't want y'all to be upset because y'all didn't get 53%. We don't get 53%. And I say the we because we're not A-leaguers. We're not A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. We're not A-leaguers. A-leaguers could probably get very close to the 53%, if not all of it. We wouldn't get that because the metrics that they're held to, they get a little extra percentage based on active fan club members, based on leaguing up, based on staying in their league. So they get the 53%. All right. So I just want to make sure I said that. 40% of what? How does it calculate in cash? 43% of diamonds. These are diamonds. So 43% of the diamonds. Diamonds make up money. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the diamonds. I'm new, so do all the work and don't get at least half. The most you'll see, you'll get up, you might get 51. 51 is probably a fair assumption, depending on what happened in that live. 51, maybe 52. You don't get 53 though. So you can get a little over 50. The average person gets about 48. 48 to 49 and a half. Yeah, so something like that could happen. Yeah. But we don't see over 50 often. Okay, it just depends on what happens to your life from week to week. Escalate TV. Are you back, Frank? You know you're not supposed to do that. If you don't message and say hello, say hello as you're tagging people. I'm new. So do you let's see. Rosa, welcome to the room. Okay, I was catching them comments. Does a diamond have a worth? Yes. Diamonds have a worth based on the two factors of what you did in your life. What's a diamond worth? So the 40%, let's go back. The 40%. So let me go back even further. To get a diamond, a diamond is based on, well, let's get some engagement. How do you get diamonds? Put that in the chat. How do you get diamonds? My friends who've been here for a minute. How do you get diamonds? Hey, Spiritual, welcome to the room. How do you get diamonds? Thank you so much, Gail. Welcome to the room. How do you get a diamond? Go live to get monetized. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Simply stay with me, friend. Gifts. Thank you so much. Spiritual came in all caps. Gifts. Engagement number of people. No, we're not there yet. So no, it's gifting. Receive gifts on the live. There we go. So you get diamonds as a live host. I'm a live host. You all are viewers. As you guys are coming into my live, you taught us well. I know, friend. I'm so hoping to gain new customers orders from live because getting one gift isn't making it. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to reframe how you're looking at this. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you, friend. That's your goal. That ain't TikTok's goal. That's your goal. So your goal and TikTok's goal are gonna have to somehow balance. I'm gonna say that. Okay. This is a TikTok economy, and this is TikTok's business. Okay? So as you're doing this, and this is for everybody in the room who has their courses, their products, their things they want to sell, y'all gonna have to figure out where that balance strikes. And so you're gonna have to figure out what is it that you're offering, you're doing, and so you can still make sure you're appeasing your goals, satisfying your goals, but also appeasing TikTok. Okay? So that's why I'm saying you're gonna have to be creative about how you do things. How many gifts is equivalent to one diamond? Okay, so let me go back with the gifting real quick, and I'll finish make this all the Nipsey, is that it? The Nickies. Let me come back. Hey Nick. Okay, so Nick just sent the wink winks. Hey friend. So one coin that you send, one coin for a gift, one coin equals one diamond. Oh, look at their Galaxy. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that, Gail. Thank you so much for sending that. I appreciate you, friend. Well, okay, so Galaxy. So we'll use that as an example. That's a 1,000 coin gift. So that was 1,000 coin gift. That's 1,000 diamonds that I just received. So each gift has a coin to it. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. TikTok. Each coin, I don't know what the cap is. I don't know what the diamond count on that is. Sorry, friend. I don't remember. But each gift has a coin amount. Whatever that coin amount is, the amount you receive in diamonds. Is that fair? So roses. Roses are one coin. One rose, one coin equals one diamond. 5 roses, 5 coins equal 5 diamonds. So that's how it works. Okay? I don't understand how can someone be on live for hours and get a low payout. They didn't get any diamonds. They didn't get any diamonds. They didn't get the gifting. That's pretty much how part of it works. There's some other ways to monetize too, but that's pretty much what happened. So it depends on what the engagement happens in your life. What kind of engagement happens in your life? How many diamonds per live should you aim for? It depends on what your goals are. So in the beginning, you're just starting off. I don't want to, I don't want to misrepresent. It depends on what your live is about. It depends on what happens in your life. Over time, you'll be able to kind of gauge and make a determination. Depends on what league you're in and what you're trying to achieve. All of that has a fact that plays into what you're trying to do in your live stream. Okay, so it's hard to answer that question, especially in the beginning, because you're just learning and growing. As a matter of fact, this whole lead conversation, I don't teach often. I've been doing it lately because I've had some people come in who have been with me for a minute. It's like, Doc, I want to understand lead. I keep dropping down. And I was like, okay, now I got to teach it. But in the beginning, thank you for the rose frame. I just don't know if it was a minimum. So a Galaxy, no. We're not talking dollars. We're talking diamonds. In all fairness, I mean, no, it's not $100. Just so to answer that question, it could have been. It could be. Think about a coin is a penny. So think of it that way. So think about it in terms of pennies, but it could even be less of a penny because you get a discount if you get the coins from the website. So you may not even pay a full penny for your coins. There's like a 25% discount that you can get. So it's a little less that you can pay and get for recharging on the website. So keep that in mind. So that's the best way to explain coins and pennies and stuff. Okay, so diamonds and gift come from high engagers to me. Am I wrong? It could be all types of engagers. What's the highest league? A league, A1? I'm doing great. Explain. You're doing great explaining. I'm trying to figure this out. Thanks. You're welcome. Keep coming back. I keep explaining. Somebody will ask a question. You're like, oh, okay. Today I started the live. I sweat. Did you really, Nick? Nick? How did it go? Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, it's a penny, not 10 cents. No, no, it's not. It's a penny. Think of it as a penny. It could, like I said, it could be even less than a penny if you got the discount. A lot of work for pennies. Pennies add up. We say that all the time. Mm-mm. That's, oh no, don't do that. As you build up your community, you'll be like, oh, look at what I did on TikTok. Yeah, so spiritual, are you still in the room? She does tarot readings. She's doing her thing, y'all. She is doing her thing. It is doing well. Yeah, so it adds up over time. But then there's other things you could do. You could do, you could have your courses and services that you offer. She does what? She does tarot readings. She does tarot card readings. And so she does really well. Mm-hmm. Um, she was here a little earlier. But depends on what you're doing. Please definitely need the support. It's full time. I can't do this full time. Depends on what you're doing. Not everybody does it full time. People do it one day at a week. One a couple hours in the evening. It just depends on what you're doing. Um, yes, pennies add up. They do. But I admire your work. Thank you. Can I come on to share script? Can I come on to share scriptures? There's people who do that. Absolutely. I still don't get it fully, but you're taught me the most in just 10 minutes. Okay, friend. So let me go back. Gratitude and positive attitude goes a far way, goes far in life. It does. It does. That's what this is about. Yeah, building community, being grateful, thankful for the people who support you along the way. Absolutely. Ocean Summers, you're so spot on with that. Um, I was going to speak to our friend. Since Monday, I have learned a lot. Thank you. Since morning, okay. My friend who, all things, you were wanting to do your course. So, for example, I do consultations. So I could pin this. This is Service Plus. I could pin this and talk about, if you want consultations, one-on-one consultations with me, you can message me. If you want to do coaching with me, I meet with people, do coaching. I could do that. I could also, and so I don't do this, just so you guys know, I could also pin my gift goal and then say, hey, if you want a consultation, you can get a discount for that. Next 5 people that send this, they'll get a discount. So you could do that. And those are ways that you can kind of integrate what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve, as well as supporting TikTok. Does that make sense? I'm new and I go live, but want to grow my community. There we go, friend. So I want you guys to think about this. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. But I want you guys to think about that. So I'll pin it just so that you guys can see what it looks like pinned. But we'll pin that one. And so as you are thinking about your lot journey, the wording here you can change. You can change love glasses equal discount code, or love glasses equal free reading for the next 10 people, or whatever. So you could do something where, again, people are going to gift, but at the same time, you're offering your offer. Does that make sense? You have your offer, or whatever whatever your services or products are, and ultimately you're balancing that. That's the balance that you want to strike. That's one way of doing it, where people are coming in supporting you through the gifting, which is appeasing TikTok, but you're also getting your services satisfied. This is Service Plus. That's what that feature is when I pin my service thing. So keep that in mind. That's a strategy I want you guys to kind of think about and play around with in a way that it doesn't have to be where you're only doing what you need to do, and then all of a sudden you're not getting the visibility and traffic. Okay. Walk and travel. Welcome to the room, friend. So does that make sense? Put yes in the chat if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Hey, Trend. How you doing, Trendy Magic? Thank you for the follows. If you guys haven't followed, definitely follow. You can also, yes, appreciate your friend. Belle, thank you so much. Nick. Okay. So think about what you're doing, because, again, you want that balance. So let me go back. We put 40% in the chat earlier. Let me explain what that 40% makes up. Why is TikTok pushing lives a lot? Because they're trying to keep people on the app and build community, and they see this as a great place to kind of grow the ecosystem of live hosts and monetize. Yeah, It's about the money. And then they see it also good for shop, because people, they want more shoppable lives too. So if you're comfortable going live, then maybe you're comfortable doing TikTok shop also. So all that factors in. Thank you all. Appreciate you all being here. So let's go back. Let's go back. So 40% scale live rewards. Let me close that topic out real quick. Miss Me, welcome to the room. When it comes to scale live rewards, there's two factors. I think that question was asked earlier. Two factors that you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to the live duration. Now, this is strictly for monetization. Hear me clearly. Monetization purposes only. You do not want to go live less than 25 minutes on a regular basis. You actually want to go live longer. 61 minutes is actually the magic number. Put 61 in the chat for me. Let's put 61 in the chat. Hey, Ronan is a blessing. Hey, my friend. This is my sister. 61. Thank you so much. 61. So 61, because TikTok says if you want a valid go live day, a day of going live, it has to be over 60 minutes, over an hour, and I say a minimum of 61. So over means over, 61 and more. So that's why, hey, how you doing? Happy Sunday fun day. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. You said, do I often purchase the roses and other things, but I don't have. You said you're saying for gifting, how to get gifts. You're gonna click the gift box in the corner is where it's gonna say recharge. If you click the word recharge, it'll come up. Thank you so much, Jay Styles. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so you click the word recharge and it'll allow you to add coins. So if I click the gift box, and then right here is where it would say recharge for you or the coins you have. If you click that, I don't want it to freeze. Oh, I thought it was freezing. It is acting weird. It'll pull up this screen. And this is where you can recharge on the website. It says, I know it's backwards. I'm about to get off though. It says tiktok.com/coins. And so that's how you get coins on the website. And you get the discounted rate. Can you show how to bring up the board to add persons? Oh, the multi-guest panels. Not now. I need to, let me get through Scale Live Rewards only because I got to get off because I have my agency meeting. So I got to get off shortly. But it's the two people. The way you see two people, the pink and the blue person. The pink and blue person. When you're the live host, you're clicking that. That's it. You're clicking that. And that's where you can bring people up in your boxes. And then there's a roller paintbrush, and you can change the layout. That's how you do it. Okay, so so 61% is based on how long you want it to count as a valid go live day. That should be your North Star or more. Okay, that's the minimum. So you're really pressing to go live more than that. So that's your minimum. Hear me clearly. 61 is the minimum. You want to go live 90. You want to go 2 hours. You want to go 2.5 hours. You want to go live longer. Okay? So longer, the better. All right? That's how you get pushed out, more engaging, more people coming into your room. That's how that works. But longer is better. 25 minutes is for monetization purposes. So we're going to get to that in a second. So TikTok has the Scale Live Rewards. When you are talking about earning diamonds, the minimum you'll get is 20%. If you go less than 5 minutes, this is live duration. Live duration and unique followers make up the 40%. And I'm going to break it down for you. Do you know how to change it from a shop live to a regular live? Just remove the products from the shopping cart, delete the products in your shopping cart. And it goes back to a regular live. Oh, I don't know why, friend. You got to tell me why. And so that live duration, 20 minutes, is anything under 5 minutes. Anything between 5 and 10 minutes is 30%. Anything from 10 to 25 minutes is 35%. in 25 minutes and more, 25 minutes and over, the max you can earn for live duration is 38%. 38% for live duration. And then when it comes to unique new followers, so people who are new followers to you, you can earn an additional 2% if you get 5 new followers or more. So if you get 1 to 2 new followers, you get 1%. 3 to 4 is 1.5%, and then 5 is 2%. 2% plus 38% is the 40%. So every live, you're looking at those metrics. It's if you hit the house or if you swipe from right to left, you'll see that. All right? I just wanted to make sure I said that to you guys before I got off because I wanted to break that down. The other factor that you're paying attention to, is weekly. How many days you go live. If you go live one day, you get 6%. Remember we said that's the 13%. So you get 6% if you go one day. If you go 2 or more days, they give you 8%. So I told you most people fall under like that 48 because maybe you get the 40 and then you get the 8 because you did two days out the week. So maybe you know your 40% is happening because you got the new followers. Gotta make sure you get those new followers, and you went 25 minutes or more. Maybe you did 61 minutes each time. That's great. You got the 48 for the week. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind. When will you be back? Oh, I go live every day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'm in Florida. Hey, Weight Loss Queen, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart me. I appreciate you, friend. And so the next thing is your active fan club members. You just saw our friend. She just came in and got her daily heart me. So grab the daily heart me. That active fan club members is based on if you have 10 members, 10 members or so, you get 1%. If you got 100 members to almost 2,000 members, you get 1.5%. If you have 2,000 or more, you get 2%. Now, we don't have 2,000 members. I say the collective we, not many of us have 2,000 members. So as you're growing, your numbers will go up and down in terms of active fan club members. Some people come see you, some people don't come back. You're constantly rotating those people in and out. So you want to pay attention to those numbers and try to improve, increase them. They increase based on you bringing new people in, people coming in, engaging in your live stream, and getting your daily heart rate. So that's something you want to pay attention to. Now, we said the 8%. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. And then there's now 1 to 1.5% that you can earn depending on how many fan club members you have. So now you're at 9 and 9.5%. Okay? Somewhere around 9 to 9.5%. That is now for 49 to 49.5. We're not at 50% yet. The other factor is your league. Now this bonus only happens if you surpass the highest league you've been in. It actually will show you what that is. Thank you so much for those populars, Jody. I'm just scrolling through. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for those glasses. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the populars too. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that support. So when everything's said and done, you have those surpassing your high. Oh, level 16. Congratulations. You have that highest league that you've ever been in. So for me, thank you, friend. That level up cake. Congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. So thank you so much for the support. Hey, Lisa. How are you, Lisa Bailey? Thank you for that. So when you're in your highest league, I am B5. I was as high as B3. I went on vacation. Actually, I have to kind of go back, and I'm saying this real talk for you guys to kind of understand how this goes, because I really didn't go into leagues. But I went on vacation in March. Me and my husband went on a trip for spring break. We went out the country. I went live once a day. I dropped down. I was B3 when I did that. That's when all things kind of went down for me. I was B3 when I did that. I never really recovered. I never got back up to B3. I dropped down to B4 I think I dropped down to like B4 in a fragment. So you can see it here. It was B4. I climbed back up over the April, May, June. July, I went on vacation again. Big trip, birthday trip. July was a birthday month because my bestie had her birthday. I went traveling to go see her. We went to go see Usher and Chris Brown. Had a great time. I was doing my thing in the month of July, and I wasn't going live twice a day. I would drop down again. So when I did my birthday trip, I went and I knew I was gonna drop. I was B4. I had all my little fragments. I had 3 fragments, and then I had, I think, 2 shields. Shields protect you so that if you are gonna not go live, you can drop down. How do you climb up leagues? DJ Miss Classy. You know what? I'm gonna have to get off. That's a longer conversation. I'm happy to talk about it tomorrow. I'll continue this conversation with leagues, and I'll even look at your league if you want me to. But you just come back for me if you want to follow me and come back. I'm happy to explain leagues to you. Hey, Mrs. Treetop. But I want you guys to realize in real time what happened. B3 was my highest. I had that back in March. Even with me climbing, I never really got back up to B3. Okay, I didn't get back to B3. I got close because I was B4 with a fragment, B4 with 3 fragments, but I didn't get to B3. And so, hey, Mr. Cheetah, thank you for that daily heartbeat. And then I went on vacation in July. July was my birthday month, fell back down. And I fell down pretty hard because I got to B5. I never went to C. C is the next drop. I didn't get to C, but I did go to the point where, thank you, friend. I just got this fragment this week because I had 0 fragments. So I was about to go backwards, okay? But I got this fragment. It's there for now. That's great. We'll see if I can get some more, maybe, who knows, in the next couple weeks. But my point is, I dropped from B3. That's the highest I've been to. I've never been to B2. So in order to get the bonus for leagues, I got to go all the way up to B2. Okay? So that's, again, why I said the average person doesn't, because there's this big push and pull. You're going up a little bit, you drop back down. You go up a little bit, you drop back down. My point of saying that is the leagues are a little bit trickier to get that bonus for that on the Scale Live Rewards. It's a 3% bonus. If I ever get to B2, I'll get a 3% bonus for that week. But again, it's hard to do it. And I know some of that sounds kind of weird and foreign right now, but at the end of the day, I'll explain it tomorrow because I got to go to our agency meeting shortly. But just know a lot of this is predicated on how your room is showing up, what's happening in your room, and how you're getting diamonds. All right? So all that factors into it as well. The gifting and you're collecting diamonds from those gifts. All right? So when everything's said and done, I just broke down Scale Live Rewards. I didn't show it today. I'll show it, I'll show it tomorrow. I don't have a problem with showing it to you. When I show it, I usually have to go on my agency page, and then I actually go live, and I'll show my phone, and you guys can see what I see as a live host. So you can really take a look at it, and when you go live, you can go and look at it yourself. And if you are going to go live today, I would say click your little house or swipe from right to left, and then press the Scale Live Rewards area where you click the more, you'll see the word more. Click that and you'll see the breakdown. It's there for you. All right? There's a whole understanding about how you monetize based on the gifting. Okay? So I don't want you guys to miss that. Let me know. Drop a Dr. Lisa Cares if you got that. Okay? Let me know if there's any last minute questions before I jump off. I do have to go. I know this was a great conversation. You said we'll try again. Yes. Who's going live? Let's put that in the chat real quick. Who is going live? My live hosts. Put that in the chat. If you are, what's your topic, your time, and your time zone? I want you guys to get visibility. What is a fragment? A fragment is that little credit, that little nugget there. Looks like a little diamond nugget. That's called a fragment, and you're collecting fragments. So I have 1 fragment. I need 2 more fragments. You're collecting fragments as a way to almost think of them as credits. You're collecting these credits. You can lose them, okay? But you're collecting these credits in each league. and then you move to the next credit, the next one. Okay. I'm going live tomorrow. Okay. What's your schedule, friend? What's your topic, time, and time zone? Um, Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. After being sick, I'm trying to come back up, so I may do some friendly reset battles. Okay. I'm supposed to be trying to do that career program. I have not done any of the battles, really. I've done two. I know I need to do it, but I was like, 260 is a lot, first of all. And we're already halfway into the month. And I was like, there's no way I can find the time to do that many just to check that box. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to have to let that one go. I have to revisit it in September. Is 1 2 hour live better than than two 1 hour lives? 1 2 hour live is better than two 1 hour lives. I think the longer live is better. I would say longer is better as you're doing it. The longer the better. I think in general, that would be the rule of thumb. And if you can do 2 2 hour lives, that's real good. Just saying. Jody, that's what I would tell you, which is what I do. Honestly, I do. So this live, what's going to end up happening? I'm going to end up staying right at 2 hours. And earlier today, I stayed at 2 hours. I'll get off before my meeting, but I'm going to have to hard stop at 6:22. So I can get exactly 2 hours in. I'm going live with music at 7:30. Nice, DJ. Look at you, friend. DJ Miss Classy. We have another DJ. I don't know if JB's still in the room. She's a DJ as well. So you guys want to connect. DJs supporting DJs. Coach Rhonda, you got Sunday Reset at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We talk all things mindset. She does. She's a good reset coach, y'all. I'm telling you now, if you want to understand how sometimes you're getting in your own way, she has some questions that will make you really think about the choices, decisions, your lack of action that you're taking, because oftentimes we're our own worst critics and enemies. So you got to make sure you don't get in your way. You want to get unstuck. Thank you so much. Hey, Faith, thank you so much. You're welcome. Ocean Summers, I see you from the stickers, friend. Thank you for those roses. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow evening, but I'm playing music. You're playing music too? That's right, Jay Styles. We got a lot of DJs in the room. I love that. Let's see. Coach Rhonda pinned you, and then we have we said tomorrow at 7:30 because I want to catch. You said you go Intuitive Path. You said tomorrow at 6:30 or 7 because I want to catch your program again. Okay, all right, sounds good. Sounds good, Intuitive. Look at you. That's when you're gonna go live. So I'm on CST, and I'll miss you, but I can. What can I do? Wait a minute. So, hey, Auntie Mel, let me understand, Gail. Say that again. What's your schedule? Is that for your live stream? Let me know what you meant by that. So your central time zone. Your central time zone. So right now it is almost 5:15 your time zone. I'm going live this week at 5 p.m. PST to talk about should we code switching? Is that what you're talking about? Should we either code switch? I'm assuming, or something else. Let me know what you meant, either or. Let's see, friends. Mystery Top B3 down to D2 and now back to C5. I need at least to maintain C League. Congratulations. Woo, you climbing up, friend. Wow. Yeah, you got this. I would try after your live tomorrow. Okay, Nick, you're going to try after live tomorrow? Okay, good. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Is 1 hour, 4 hours better than 2 hours? Jody, I think the longer the better. I think in general, the rule of thumb is the longer the better. But 2 hours are good. That's good. I think that gives you 2 different starts in a day. I think that would be good. That's how my spiritual tarot, I think she was on average 2 to 3 hours, and she did 2 of them, so she was like 6 hours on average. And she started off, and she kind of hit the ground running really quickly, fairly quickly. Central Standard Time for your live. My live is Eastern. My live is Eastern. So right now is 6:16 p.m. I'm Eastern time zone. I'm originally from Chicago, so my family, I know Central Time well, so that's why I did that calculation in my head. But yeah, I'm Eastern. 5 p.m. PST to talk about either code switching or should people over 40 switch careers. Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Thanks for the monetization tips, actually. So you're welcome, Ocean Summers. I appreciate your friend. All things, Nikki, is that it? Nikki's. I'm a night live host. Start around 9:30 Eastern, and show how to create sublimation. Is that it? Items and more. Okay, you do that. Okay, awesome. Um, Funny. You said I'll miss your live is what I'm saying. Okay, you're gonna miss my live because of the time difference. Gotcha. Okay, haha. Someone said at least 90 minutes, so wasn't sure if that changed the answer. The longer you go live, the better. So 2 hours. I've inched up to like 2.5 on average now. Like 2 to 2.5 is what I'm doing. And so in August, I think I've done more 2.5 than 2 hours. To be honest with you, like today I'm about to end at 2 hours. But yeah, so that's what I normally do. And like I said, it gets easier. I'm starting back tomorrow night. Cross fingers. Okay, I see you. It gets easier, Mrs. Treetop. I see you as well. Let's see. That was Coach Rhonda. Thanks for all your advice and teachings. You're welcome, friend. What does Superfans do? Superfans are part of your community. They're part of your fan club. They get a subscription benefits. My Superfan, I need to do a Superfan only live, y'all. So I'm just gonna have to make it happen. I get here and I get to teach and then before I know it, it's like 2.5 hours, and I want to do Superfans. So I'm gonna make a commitment to do a Superfan only live. I'm just gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna do it in the evening, which I probably should. I'll put it out there at least 2 days before. Let me just decide which day I'm going to do it. I can't do it Tuesday or Wednesday. I may be able to do it Thursday or Friday. It probably will have to be Friday. Yes, the longer the better for sure, but twice a day works well. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. This is Mrs. Treetop. Hey, Auntie Bill, Chris, you have a question? No, it's Chris. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for sharing. RFL Wellness, welcome to the room, friend. Let me know, what is your question? Is it about going live? Did she say yes? Did I say yes about what? What was the yes for, friend? Let me know. Nikways, is that it? Nikways? Is that it? Nikways? All right, friends. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the questions. Let me know if the question is, how do I go live? How do I claim my points for going live, for engaging? Let me know. What's your question, friend? Thank you all for being here. I am going to jump off. You said going live in evening for super fans. You going live in the evening? SJ Faith, let me know, friend. You're saying you're going live? Thank you for your service. Appreciate you, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for, what is your question, friend? No, I don't let people up that have not grabbed their daily heart me and have not been a fan club for at least level 5. So you got to make sure you come back and ask your question and make sure you're level 5. They did just ask a question. They did. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do super fans on either Thursday or Friday. So thank you so much. So yeah, I need to figure out the time. Usually, what I do is that I do the live at around 5 p.m. or 5:30. So I take my existing live, my 4 o'clock, and then I switch it to super fan only. So just so that you guys know, you guys can do that. So if you're live, you can toggle on super fan only live. It's in your fan club. It's under fan club zone. And you could switch it to only the fan club members can attend. You can make it also where only the fan club members can chat. So if people are asking if they can ask a question and they ain't a fan club member or a super fan, only those people can chat. So yeah, so I can do that. Um but with that being said, I usually will switch it to that way. That's been the way it's worked out for me, just in terms of just trying to do a super fan only live. And you said nothing. So I need to become a super fan. Um if you become a super fan, what I do for my super fans is actually I do open up the panel boxes. We talk about different tips for going live. You can ask me questions. It's almost like a Ask Dr. Lisa session. And you ask me questions. I usually try to bring some more in-depth insights to maybe how to start your super fans, some other ways to monetize, if there's a campaign or any other special tips and things that I want to bring. I'll try to bring it to the super fans as a way for you guys to kind of have this insider knowledge. And so that's what I do. July was wonky because I was traveling, so I didn't get a chance to get a super fan only in. So I think last time I did it might have been June, early June. So so you're welcome to become a super fan. You're welcome. Your lives are really so fabulous. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support, you all. So your girl just hit officially 2 hours. How do you become a super fan? Let's see. Let's see. Is it up there? Um, let's see. Well, let me pin it. I don't know if I'm gonna pin it. Be nice, TikTok. Um, because I didn't pin it as one of my goals. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. When you go into the fan club, you'll see it. You sent the super fan, but who sent that? Mrs. Treetop. There you go. She's so sweet. This Treetop got me staying for 2 more minutes. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for supporting. So I appreciate you. Um, I can't see where I can pin mine. That's interesting though. I should be able to pin it as kind of an information box. Huh. I guess if you don't have it set up that way. Let me see. There we go. Okay. I think it'll let me do it. Let me see if I can do it. Thank you all for being here. Let's see. And then maybe it didn't do it. Did it not? I guess I can't do it right now. Maybe because the super fan is on. I'm not sure. On the screen. Yeah, you should be able to pin it. So the chest, somebody got it. Did it go away? No, it's still there. It's a minute and a half left. So you guys can see that as another way of engaging. I mean, grabbing the super fan. So the minute and a half, it won't let me pin the super fan message for you all to see it either. So typically what you can do is set it in the beginning of your live for super fans. I know it's 6:25. That's so sweet. I gotta stay one more minute, a minute and a half, and then I'm gonna get off. Maybe the viewer's wishes or your stickers is blocking it. Oh, maybe that's it. Let me see, because it did pop up a message. Let me see. But it still should let me do it. Because it's just pinning. Interesting. It says the message. Okay, give me 1 second. It says superfan is higher than the count, so I'm not sure what it wants me to do. I think they want me to bring it down, but it didn't let me do it when I reset it, so I'm not sure what it's doing. So it's telling me my count is too high. So I'm gonna have to go back and play with it. Thanks, Mrs. Treetop. Oh, who got it? Oh, MP Harmony, MEP. Is it MP Harmony? Welcome to the room, friend. Look at there. She said, thanks, Mrs. Treetop. I love that. Awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome. All right, friends, I do have to go. We got to head over to our agency meeting. If you are interested in joining, message me, agency. You can click message, agency. It is a free program. I will check it after I get off the live and send the notification. I will check it after we get off our Zoom, send notifications for you to join, and you can join next week's meeting. So we do the standing meeting every Sunday. And so you can send it here or send it, Service Plus is in the corner. Either way, you can message me that you're interested in the agency. Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You are so kind for the gift. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, okay, Tammy, I see you, friend. Thank you all. Love and support to all. Thank you so much, everybody. Dr. Lisa, when is your next live? Tomorrow. When this live ends, you guys will see a notification that says register for the next live. I'm back here. Thank you for the roses, friend. I'm back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm usually give me a little grace period, about 15 minutes or so, because I'm usually a little late. I usually start my YouTube channel first, and then I come over here. So happy to answer questions. This is what I've been doing for the last year and a half, over a year and a half now. So I'm happy to support you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Claim your points. Claim your points up top. I tell you guys all the time, you want to claim your points to become a higher level fan club member. But also, I tell you guys, practice makes progress. You don't have to be perfect. That's the way I end this. Look at you, friend. You claiming your points. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to go live. So thank you all for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments. Thank you all for all the gifting. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate you coming through. I will be back. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll figure out, we'll talk about maybe some shop stuff. I know somebody asked me about that earlier. So we'll decide what we talk about. Look at you, level 14 in these streets and 7 here. Thank you, friend. Look at you. Leveling up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody who's coming through. I'm going to see y'all later, okay? I appreciate the support. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody here. Oh, we got a nice little group in here. Hey, everybody. Sundays have been doing well lately. I get a lot of people coming through. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 10. So I start my live here and then I end my live here. So as you guys have questions, I appreciate you all coming through.